what happens to all the plastic once it's no longer needed. About 60% of plastic produced since 1950 has ended up either in landfills or in the oceans or in the natural environment. Over the years, many developed countries have passed on their plastic garbage to the third world countries. With waste piling up in these areas, practices like incineration, that is burning, have become rampant. Burning the plastic releases toxics, chemicals, and it is horrible for the air. Globally, we produce about 300 million tons of plastic waste every year. This figure is expected to grow by 70% by the year 2050 unless urgent action is taken. Why is plastic so sought after? Plastic is the third really cool invention that has revolutionized industries, economies, and individual lifestyle. It's strong, durable, flexible, versatile, and whatnot. Take a moment and look around you. Most things have plastic in them. I'm pretty confident that you can find at least 10 items in less than a minute. In fact, you're watching this video on a device that contains multiple plastic parts. You're probably wearing something that is made of plastic fibers. The bottle of sanitizer next to you is made of plastic. COVID-19 has really brought back single-use plastic in the form of masks, gloves, protective gear, single-use sanitizer sachet, and more. Apart from being a pandemic, it is also turning into an ecological nightmare. An estimated 129 billion face masks made using thermoplastic, polypropylene, and 65 billion gloves are being used globally every single month. Single-use plastics are piling up, but garbage sorting and recycling is being rolled back due to the fear of infection. It's really negating the efforts to reduce single-use plastic around the world. What are some plastic-related health concerns? Plastic has become the material of choice for products designed to protect and improve human health. Medicines are packed safely in plastic. Single-use syringes were made possible because of plastic, and so on. That's all great. There are over 10,000 synthetic chemicals that exist today, of which only a handful have been tested on human health impacts. Microplastics and microbeads are two other major causes of concern. Plastic don't disappear even when they become invisible to you. These two are perfect examples for that. When plastic starts to disintegrate, it turns into invisibly small particles called microplastics. These stay in the environment for hundreds of years. Then there are microbeads, which are commonly used in the cosmetic industry. You'll find them in toothpaste, sunscreen, facial scrubs, body washes, and other makeup products. Many countries, including India, have put a ban on the use of these. They are too tiny to be filtered out by commonly used sewage treatment plants. At the end of the day, tiny grains of microbeads and microplastic most likely make their way into oceans, float in the dust, in the air, or become part of the soil. They eventually get eaten by fish, which could very well be sitting on your dining table. It is not an exaggeration when I say that every single fish has a grain of plastic in its body. The impact is not just limited to seafood. In fact, National Geographic did a study which reveals that 90% of table salts in Europe contains microplastics. Sad and shocking, yet true. These microplastics and microbeads are making their way into our food chain with each passing day. What are some plastic-related environmental concerns? The biggest advantage of plastic is also its biggest problem. Plastic is designed to beat natural decay because it does not rot like paper or food. It can hang around in the environment for hundreds of years. So exactly how long does it take for plastic garbage to decompose? Scientists estimate that most plastics can take more than 500 years to degrade. Let's take a look at this figure for some common used items. Plastic bag, 10 to 1000 years. A plastic cup, 50 years. Plastic decomposable cups, plates, 400 years. Disposable diaper, 450 years. Plastic bottle, 450 to 500 years. What's worse than these numbers? Only about 5 to 10% of world's plastic is recycled. More than 30% of plastic waste ends up in landfills or incinerators, polluting the soil and air. Around 30% makes its way to the oceans, causing much distress to marine life. Globally, more than 8 million tons of plastic enters the world's oceans each year, and most of that escapes from land. Isn't that embarrassing? Experts think that by 2050, the amount of plastic in the ocean will weigh more than the amount of fish in the ocean. What are the ocean garbage patches? We have even created a new continent of waste in our oceans, a huge mass of plastic waste, a size of Europe. Garbage patches of varying sizes are located in each gyre. The Central Pacific Garbage Patch is the largest accumulation of ocean plastic in the world, and it is located between Hawaii and California. This patch covers an estimated surface area of 1.6 million square kilometers, and the area 3 times the size of France. These patches look like an island in the middle of the sea. It's actually miles and miles of floating plastic rubbish. This level of pollution is horrible for all types of creatures. Animals can get trapped in plastic bags or abandoned nets. Birds, fish, and shellfish can mistake microplastics for food. It's not surprising that each year 100,000 animals in the sea are killed by plastic. How is this going to get better? To make a real dent to the plastic problem, governments, industries, and individuals need to come together. There are also a lot of efforts to make recycling more efficient. Plastics are far from perfect, but they have a valuable place in our lives. Every effort to make them safer and more sustainable counts. If you're a young entrepreneur, you can actively think of creative ways to package your products. Can you use paper instead of plastic? Can you incentivize your employees and customers to do reduced plastic usage? I want to highlight some really inspiring businesses out there which are focused on sustainability. Compostable products, Papco Greenware containers and tableware, recycling companies like Green Wave Waste Management India and Earthbox from Hyderabad, Zero Waste Store like IKEA Store in Hyderabad, repurposing single-use plastic, Parley Adidas that makes apparel and shoes from reusable materials. It is refreshing to hear about these ventures that care about sustainability.